Hello, hi everyone. Welcome to our channel. Myself is Vikita. Here I have come forward to explain how the admit card has to be downloaded, as well as there are some points which the institute has given for the inter and the final students to take care. So we are going to discuss these all things in the whole video. Make sure you are there till the end of the video because it will be very useful. Okay, now as you can see, first thing you have to do is here we have the link, that is ICMAI students website announcement.com, and as you go here exam section you will get the admit card of intermediate and final students for the attempt June 2022 examination. So you click on there and you get this page. You click on there and you get this page. So you can just give your registration number here, okay, and then put the login. You will get the admit card downloaded. Make sure that you take a print of the admit card because it is very necessary, because later you do not know, maybe you may have some network issues. So take a printout and keep it safe and then start your learning or studying. Now before we go ahead, there are some instructions which our institute has provided. Let's see those instructions. So students, as we know, our CMA examination, inter as well as final, the dates are from 27 June till 4th July 2022, right? So here there are some instructions which the candidates or the students need to study, need to read it once, and make sure they apply these all things on the center based online examination, which is going to be held from 27th June till 4th of July. Okay. So there are some points which are to be recorded or to be noted down by you. Make sure that you have a proper knowledge on these points. The first point is you should be before time. Okay, the candidates must ensure to report the online examination center within 9 a.m. in the first session. If it is your first session, you should be within 9 o'clock a.m., and if it is your second session, you should be within 1:30 p.m. Okay. And next, you should obviously wear a mask, and you should have your own stationery, I mean your pen, pencil, and the admit card you should have, and your any PAN card or driving license or voter ID card or Aadhaar card should be carried out. Okay, any government issued ID should be there with you while going into the hall. Okay, next important point is students are required to log in at 9:45 a.m. for the first session and 2:15 p.m. for the second session. Okay, and here, as you know, the examination is of 3 hours, 100 marks paper, and it is an online examination. But here they have given us a very important part, and everyone knows it, that there is no negative marking in this examination, right? Next, coming down, in case of problem based questions, there are students who have doubts that, ma'am, if there is problem based questions, then how do we go ahead? And so for that, this point 9 is important. Student must type key or final answer in the answer space. There will be answer space mentioned there. If you would have done your mock test, then I think you would have got a clarity of how our original examination will be conducted. Okay, so in case of other questions, students just need to type the answer in the given answer box or the space. In case of MCQs, there will be options given to you. You need to just click on that particular option which is relevant for that question. In case they ask you that you need to give the answer why this particular MCQ or why it is true or false, there will be a answer box. You need to write down that particular answer, right? Next, the roll number, registration number is required to be mentioned only in the space where it is being said. Do not unnecessarily write your names, write your registration number, write your full number. It is a full waste of time and it is not required. Next, answers should be typed either in only English or Hindi. Either only in English or Hindi. Boys and girls, it is very necessary that you have a knowledge that if you are registering in Hindi medium, you have to write it in Hindi, and if you are registering in English medium, then you have to write the answers in English. You should not combine both the languages, writing one question in English, one question in Hindi. It is not allowed. Okay. So next is the candidates must not change their allotted seats. As you know, in the online examination center, you will be allotted one particular laptop or a desktop and one particular seat. You cannot keep changing your seats according to your wish within that total 3 hours in the examination hall. Next, for checking on about the regular updates and the notification of the examination, make sure that you have to check your email and that email ID which you have given for the registration. For example, the emails you have not received, please try to find out and check it in the spam box, because sometimes the mails go into the spam box. Do not worry, you will be having that related information about the examination from the institute. You will get a message as soon as possible. Okay. Next, keep your registration number and the date of birth as per the examination application form and the other details handy. Means it should be there besides you, ready before your examination. all the candidates all the candidates need to ensure that they are not having any cause of fever, cough or anything sneezing, and they should make sure that they are using mask and they have taken the precautions also. Okay. Now you are not allowed, obviously it's an examination, professional examination, you are not allowed to take your like smartwatch. Some people become smart and take smartwatches, they use bluetooths, they use mobile phones, they use other gadgets, and any other books or written documents or bags are not allowed inside your online examination center. Mark your words. If you're taking it, then you will be reported and you will not be allowed to give examination. Next, according to the permission of the invigilator, you can go for the washroom and sanitize your hands and come back, because it's COVID situation. You have to make sure that you are safe. You're making the environment safe. Okay. Next, coming down, the other points are the candidates are advised to cooperate with the examination functionaries. Means there will be some rules and regulations according to the online center. Make sure that you do not deviate those rules. If you deviate, maybe there can be issues for you, like giving your examination. Okay. Next, you can here, if you see, the candidates must submit their rough sheet. If you're using any rough sheet for the practical papers like accounts or tax or financial management, okay, these you use rough sheets and then you give your answer there in the option. You need to submit those rough sheets with your examination answer paper to the invigilator before leaving the examination center. Okay. Then no student is allowed to carry rough sheet with them in any condition. You can't get your rough sheets to the examination center. They will provide you rough sheets if you want it. Okay. Next, candidates are required to follow the subject based instructions before starting the examinations. Candidates must be careful while clicking on the reset button. This is very important. Unnecessary, like try to manage yourself, try to properly understand, read the regulations, read the rules which are given in the starting of the examination. Okay. Then you have is I think I have given you all the informations. Yeah, one very important information is this one. No candidates are permitted to leave the examination hall before 11 a.m. in the first session. I mean, if you are coming for the first session, you can't leave the examination hall before 11 o'clock. And those people who are attending the second session, according to your admit card, it will be properly mentioned that you are giving your exam in the first session or the second session. Okay, check the timings and then go to the examination center. So you have to make sure that you cannot leave. Even if you're done with your exam, you cannot leave before 11 in the first session and before 3:30 in the second session. Okay, so these are some important things which are necessary for you to remember, read once, and take all those necessary things and requirements like admit card, and then you have your registration number, then your date of birth, your Aadhaar card or PAN card or voter ID card, which is actually giving your ID proof. Okay, these are necessary. You can also take your pencil, pen, scale, the calculator which is mentioned, not a scientific calculator. You can take a small water bottle, a sanitizer, a mask which is necessary. Please make sure that you have your own handkerchief. Okay, these are some particulars you should take care. Okay, and if you are facing any issues of downloading our admit card, do not worry. They are trying to resolve this particular problem and you will get a mail of resolution. You can also refresh the page and check it on. You will get the admit card downloaded as soon as possible. In case you are not getting this issue resolved, make sure that you check in and go to the studies.com and give your details there. Mention your name, registration number, and ask them what is the issue. They will get back to you as soon as possible. Try to be very patient. Try to be, like, very much confident in giving exam. You can do the best. Happy learning. Don't waste time in resolving this admit card issues. It will be done before you go to the exam. Try to print it out, take the necessary things, and all the best for the examination. Thank you. Bye bye. Happy learning.